Hey everyone, welcome to another session of Tomb of Annihilation. We are one character down presently, but he says he's on his way, so halfway through I'm probably going to have to mess around with the overlays, but no dramas there. Brian, how are you feeling today?
I'm doing good.
Excellent. And what about you, Lucian? How are you holding up?
Really well. We've got the big Descent event coming this Friday, so we're going to see all the new Dungeons and Dragons news that comes out. They're going to announce like the new storyline. They're going to announce 4 new products. They're going to do live streams from Friday to Sunday. It's going to be crazy. We're going to talk about it on Saturday morning on the Saturday morning D&D show, but it's going to be good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I love me some angels and demons and devils, and hopefully...
Yeah, I think we're going to hell, which is just a great tagline for anything.
Yep. And how you holding up, Logan?
Good. Ready to roll some dice?
Chin's not feeling a bit cold?
No, I like it. It's summertime here.
Ah, winter here. This helps. And what you up to, Cedric?
Life's going pretty good. Got surgery coming up next week, and just got off vacation with the wife, so life is good.
Cool on the surgery. Cool on the vacation. Sucks for the surgery, but hopefully it's all positive. It seems like he's here. Has he arrived during our introduction?
Should find out if we can role play in your hospital room. Throw some dice on the trays. And
I mean, I'm down with it, and I'll be about as high as Olo's supposed to be, so...
It'll be real method acting.
There might be some real weird spell usage.
I see that Sasha is in the Discord chat, but he hasn't put on his camera.
I am just trying to get this thing going.
And how are you going, Sasha?
A good friend of mine just passed away about 20 minutes ago, so I've been better.
Oh man, that's...
Sorry to hear that, brother.
That's unfortunate. Are you wanting to sit out or...
Do this, and if I don't feel like it, I'm not going to. So I'm not trying to be an a-hole about it, but I'm going to try.
Yeah, it's up to you, man. We're okay either way.
No, I am gonna give it a shot though, because I think it'd be nice to have a little distraction.
Okay, no worries at all. There he is. All right. Well, just let me play around with this for a sec. Okay, and then okay. So we're heading into Omu. And if I remember correctly, last week you guys checked out a couple of places. Okay, get that working. Yep. You guys checked out a few new places. You found a bunch of wild dogs. At which point Elion decided to shoot one because he thought that would be a good idea. I think it's a bit, heartless, but, he can do what he wants. And you came across a man named Orvex. Almost got the overlay done, sorry guys. And you found out...
It was not very impressive in that fight, just so we all are clear on that.
He did more than a Musharib, so let's keep that in mind.
He brought one down. He actually got the final kill on one, didn't he?
Yeah, he got a sneak attack on one of them with his hand crossbow. and you found out that he had been working for the Red Wizards of Thay, which you found out are a bunch of bad guys who are on a similar quest to you guys, and how he had been their translator for, apparently inside Omu there is lots of evidence of an old language which he is proficient in, as well as he is quite knowledgeable about the law and culture of the older Muan society. And so he was hired by these Red Wizards to work for them, to help them find where the Soulmonger is, for their goal was similar to yours, although you've divined from your discussions with Vindra Shadow Mantle, I think it was, that they are wanting more to capture and study the Soulmonger rather than destroy it and free the lands from the curse that it is currently under. And so you may or may not come across some, Red Wizards in Omu. Who knows? So, it is you guys just completed a short rest, so if there's anything that anybody is wanting to do before leaving, make sure that everybody rolled any necessary hit dice they wanted to roll. Make sure you mark off things that you recover on a short rest.
Did we lose any of those temporary hit points, or do those stay through the short rest?
I believe on a short rest, he gets to do another inspiring speech. Perhaps.
I want to say that's once a day.
Also, every now and then I may have to turn my mic off and blow my nose, for I am unwell. But thanks to the glory of Roll20, I can still play with friends online when I am unwell. So we'll
I barely took any damage, so I'll take the watch while people are recovering.
No worries.
I can do that as well, too, if we need two people on
it. Yep. So after the short rest finishes, he may talk to y'all for another 10 minutes if you are so inclined.
I will do that. Give a rousing speech.
That's 11, correct?
Yes.
And how rousing is this speech? Do you all feel suitably inspired?
He's preaching about Jaharazan, his weird lizard patron.
Weird lizard patron.
I'm down with weird magical lizards, so I'm super invested.
Alright, so it is currently 10:55 a.m. Actually, did I do that right? Yeah. It's currently 10:55 a.m. Where are you guys wanting to travel next? You have cleared the 4 buildings on this southwest area, and you've gone inside the central complex and cleared those.
Could get
you
the
put up
same
the
map
map?
again?
Have I not moved you guys? My apologies. I've done an error again. You guys are moving across now. I'm so used to playing at home, where when I play at home, we play on a table, but we have Roll20 set up, and I just change things on the map there, and yeah, anyway. So, there you guys are, down the southwest area. Where would you guys like to go?
I think we should check out the little walled building ziggurat thing with the pool outside of it. Don't really want to leave that open behind us if we have to.
That there?
Yeah. What do you guys think?
Sure. Works for me. At least we'll have one cliffside that's safe-ish from being attacked.
Alright, so if everyone's all cool with that, you have to go around the entire complex unless you want to try to climb the walled area. And it would take you about Take you about 20 minutes to walk there. So it's currently 11:15. Cool. All right. So if you want me to move you all over there, I can. Unless anybody has any objections or wants to say anything. You all good?
Move us over.
I'm good.
Works for me.
All right. How do you approach this place? You guys just charging on in? Someone going in sneaky? Sending the moose in first? Elk.
Chad.
Chad the Moose.
Chad the Moose. I'll edit his token. It is now Chad. Save.
I think
Wait,
having
did
someone
Chad-
scout would be good.
Oh, Chad doesn't get any temp hit points this time, does Not until Mushrib bites the dust.
Well, if anybody had their temporary hit points from the last fight, which I think a couple did, they could have been overlooked, and Chad could have received them.
I still have them from last time, so you can overlook me.
There you
All
go.
mine got taken away by stupid UNT.
Oh, come on, the UNT's pretty intelligent.
During Boone's fiery rhetoric, Chad seems to stamp his hooves about and move his massive elky head around as an excited manner.
Lovely.
Do we see anybody around this place? What's this place even look like to us when we kind of get into visual range?
When you can see it from the north looking south, you can't. You can just barely see half of the structure above the walls surrounding it. To the south, you can make out part of the water. You can make out what looks like from this distance maybe some destroyed walkways into the water, and also some kind of central monument. But at this distance, until you get a bit closer, you can't quite make it out. So, how would you like to approach?
Who's our stealthy?
On Chad's back.
You're on Chad's back?
Yup.
Done.
Do you want Boone to go forward? He will volunteer to stealth.
Sounds good to me. I'll stay 30 feet behind Boone, ready to cover him.
I'm going to stay off to the side a little bit with Chicken.
And you hear
So
Mushrib.
flank the party.
You hear Mushrib say, "Oh, I can pass without a trace if you think it's necessary, but I can only do that once per day. What do you think?"
Does pass without a trace make me quieter?
If you're within 30 feet of Mushrib, you get +10 to your stealth score. But he can only do that once per day, and it lasts 1 hour, so you have to decide if and when you want to use that ability.
So then, you and Mushrib could sneak up, look, and come back?
Sure.
Maybe we should wait in case we need it to flee from here.
What's it gonna be? Should I do it or not?
I look at the
Save it.
paladin and I say, I'm a war mage. I don't run.
Save it. I'll go up by myself.
Alright, no worries. So you're gonna sneak on over?
Yeah.
Alright, roll me a stealth check if you want to be sneaky. Lovely.
And technically, I don't run. I do expeditious retreat. It's very different.
I forgot to take the bells off. I apologize.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but it's a +10, right? 16?
Oh, he didn't cast it.
He didn't cast it.
Oh, okay. This is what we call reconnoitering with intent to spring the trap.
Yeah, it's all part of the plan.
Fireball online.
Alright, so Boone, as you come across, you are able to go to the southern pool area and have a look around, and you can look around the walled complex. Could I just get a general perception check, please? Lovely. After just looking around the complex in general and just doing a brief, quick sweep to see if you see anything. You see a building which is closed. You see the pooled area. You see an obelisk and a half-destroyed obelisk, and you see a couple of what looks like they used to be pathways into the water. But other than that quick overview, it looks like everything seems clear.
Is the building closed up with a wooden door of some sort, or?
The building is closed off with a stone door, and text above and below it is written in a language that you do not understand.
Okay, I'll run back to the park.
All right.
This is as just a general statement. I'm going to try to make conversation Orbex over the course of the time we're together, so I can try to learn that language.
Yep. Lovely. Adept linguist. Yep. You'd be able to learn some things, important words, expressions, and gestures, enough to communicate on a rudimentary level. Yeah, he lets you with discussing. He says some various phrases, general things. He says the structure is very not too dissimilar from common, but the way that the prefixes and suffixes work, it's a bit different, and he gives you the general overlay of how the language structure works. Yeah, so he upon like that sort of discussion, he asks, "Oh, did you see any writing over there?"
I can describe it, but it'd probably be easier if we just went up and looked at it. Seemed safe enough.
Well, this might be one of the temples. Or one of the shrines? Should we head on over?
Absolutely.
Sounds good.
Aye.
All right, I'll just move you guys over real quick.
Battle mat already?
Yep.
Shit's getting real.
I'm sure nothing bad is happening.
How does that
Figured
look?
it might as well get over with.
Illusion game.
Does that look okay
Roll
for
initiative.
everyone?
Looks very black.
You can, top left is where your character
zoom out
should
and
be.
go up.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so I guess put you guys wherever. You have free reign. You may do what you wish. I don't think you can walk through the black areas, but don't try it, just in case.
So on a scale of 1 to what I'm seeing on the map, how wailing facey is that pillar?
Well, I have something to read out for you, if you give me 2 seconds. I probably should have read it out when Boone came over. A rectangular pool of murky water stretches before this vine-draped shrine. Rope bridges that once spanned the water float on the surface, tangled with other debris. The shards of a toppled monolith form stepping stones to the middle of a pool where the statue of a stone frog rises above the water.
Stone frog.
So it's supposed to look like a frog, I guess.
This opening in the wall, is that filled with the tree, or can you squeeze past?
Let me have a look. I assume if you can see, you can squeeze. I allow it. If it lets you.
I'm gonna look down at the notes I took from the first building we were in, and I'm going to look up at the frog monster statue and go, apparently we're supposed to be afraid of the frog, so eyes up on the statue thing.
Important safety tip. Also, don't cross the streams. Am I good?
We've chosen the form of our destroyer, and it is chicken.
What did you do, Olo? What did you do?
It was the only thing I could think of.
Just popped in.
So at this point, Orvex will come up to you, Boone, and say, where is it that you saw these writings?
I'll point up to the door.
Alright, he's gonna walk on over to the door, and from here... not that one, that one. From here, he's having a look, and... Where does it say it? He says, yes, carved above the gate. And he looks at his notes and looks up. He says, Kubazan urges us to tread without fear and to give back as much as we take. Seems foreboding.
Notes say Kubazan equals bravery. I want to take a closer look at the creepy frog statue without, like, getting within melee reach of it. Just give it a good eyeball.
Well, it's got a 15-foot range, so that's already too late.
Well,
Nah, yeah. So what are you wanting to do?
I'd like to investigate it and take a look and see if it looks like it's... if it is just like, if it's decorative or if it's like a petrified creature or anything that wigs out kind of the, like, if this is a dangerous thing.
It is clearly ornamental, as it's quite rudimentary looking design. It does not look like a living creature.
Alright, and on the opposite side of caution, I'm going to stick my head under the water and take a look around.
Sticking your head into the water? No worries. So,
Yeah.
to do that, I believe it is a slight drop. It's about 10 feet down to the water. So you're going to go down there?
I'll head over to the little
Hold up,
staircase.
hold up.
Yes, darling.
I feel like I have something that could help here. I'm not. If you want to wait for 10 minutes, I can cast a ritual of water breathing, just in case anything goes horribly wrong. Although, can you water breathe? I guess I'm assuming.
I cannot, but I like that plan.
You can hold your breath for an hour.
That I can.
So if you guys want to wait 10 minutes, I can do a ritual where up to 10 willing creatures I see within range have the ability to breathe underwater until the spell ends. Affected creatures also retain their normal mode of respiration. So it could be just in case somebody falls in or something.
Couldn't hurt.
Works for me.
How deep does that look?
It's hard to tell due to the muddy nature of it.
This is where having a 10-foot pole would come in handy, but
Does anybody
nobody
have such
takes
a
it
pole?
anymore. Nah.
We all have 2-foot poles. We'll put them together.
All right, I'm going to do my little ritual here for 10 minutes, and then I will pick... we can do 10 people, so I think that's everybody. That's all the tokens.
Yeah. You can do that. So what does it look like as you're casting this ritual, Lucian?
This one is always starts with drawing on the ground, and then as he's drawing, it's filling in with water that seems to come from nowhere, but then it starts to turn almost 3D until it's like a globe of water around him. And then you see like arcane symbols that are shining in the water, and then at the very end of it all just kind of splashes to the ground. Oh, I don't hear you.
Sorry. The 10 minutes pass safely, and you are all capable of breathing underwater. So,
I'm gonna make my way down.
and as you step on these planks, with your weight, you just go straight down. They are just barely floating there. But straight down comes probably up to, midway up your chest. The water doesn't seem super deep where you are there.
Okay. I'm gonna stick my head under and see if I can get any kind of glimpse of what's going on in the pool.
As you look under the water, you feel like your range of vision is about 5 feet. You can't see too far in any direction.
Checks out.
So what's everyone doing? Anyone doing anything intriguing?
I'm watching
I'm
Olo.
just kind of watching the show. Turtle in the water.
I'm going to get distracted at a certain point and just start eating a lily pond. So.
Is it yummy?
Probably not, but I have zero sense of taste.
Put down the lily pad and get back to the statue.
Okay.
Any reaction from him?
Yeah, I'll go up and touch the statue and give it a once-over.
You'd have to climb up on it. It is kind of a stone thing sticking out with it on top. So at this point, you can't really see anything. Oh yeah, you'd be able to climb it fine. No dramas at all. So as you climb up and have a look, you see inside the mouth of this stone frog-like creature seems to be a key. Now, could I just get everybody to make a perception check for me? Alright, so Corridon and Olo are not surprised as they suddenly see movement in the water, and they see these 3 green eye stalks appear above the water, as suddenly a froghemoth appears, and I would like everybody to please roll their initiative.
Did you just say the words froghemoth?
I said froghemoth, yeah.
I'm so excited right now.
I don't know if I can actually give you inspiration for that, but I'd like to.
The watcher in the water just got real weird.
Dude, look at that. It looks like something from a messed up children's book.
Yeah, that's like a Roald Dahl took a bunch of mescaline.
Where the wild things ate everybody.
You guys want to see a handout for the froghemoth?
Do we ever?
Alright, here you go. Show to players. Boom.
Oh my god.
That is so awesome.
Oh, it's pretty big. What is that about?
It's pretty big.
15 feet? 20 feet?
Oh, that's a big boy.
Alright, so Elian, you are surprised. But Corridon, you are not. You may act if you wish.
Alright.
And you see that it's got eyes for Olo.
Three of them, in fact.
Alright. Astride the mighty Chad, I am going to plow through my companion.
Alright, we're missing Chad. 1 second, I will give you your Chad. There's Chad.
Clash
All
over
right.
the time. Squirrel and moose.
So, I love Chad, dude. So, riding towards the froghemoth on Chad, I'm guessing that this is probably far enough that Chad can't reach him, right?
Probably, yes.
So,
Chad cannot reach.
will my bladed spear reach him?
Is that a rewording of a glaive?
It is.
Then I believe it would with its 10-foot reach.
Alright, with my bonus action, I am going to... Actually, I'm not going to do anything with my bonus action. I'm going to try to attack.
Always crit on
That's
the
it?
butt spike. All 3 connect.
And then on the butt spike, I would like to do a divine smite.
Go for it.
And the butt spike reaches 10 feet too.
That's an excellent question.
It's on the opposite end of the spear, isn't it?
I'm just visualizing Sasha spearing twice, flipping the spear over. The spear a third time at 10 feet away.
He's doing
This
some
is
Ip Man.
D&D, not real life.
So I definitely, if you disallow it, I'm good with that. But I look at the butt spike as almost like a less effective spear strike because I am loath to think about just butt spiking everything.
I do it with a 6-foot pole axe, but a 10-foot spear?
I could do it.
Yeah.
I have butt spiked people with a 9-foot spear before.
Roll me a persuasion check for the DM.
Okay.
I broke Arcturus' chin strap with a butt spike last week. It's good
Yeah.
times.
That's good enough. I'll allow it.
Awesome.
The question is, was he 10 feet away from you, or was he 5 feet away from you?
He was 5 feet away and I had tickles, so I really don't think it was a fair fight for anyone.
All right. So that is 13, 24, 26, 33.
Did you roll enough on the smite? Like, did you roll enough dice?
I did. I rolled it twice
Oh, okay. Yep. I see that. Oh, you got double ones? Ouch.
because I'm crummy.
Right.
You have displeased your god.
Alright, I believe I have all of those numbers taken off his hit point value.
I'm sorry. It's 42. It's 42, not 43.
I did the 24 first, and then I did the additional 19.
Okay, great.
No worries. Anything else, Corridon?
I will roar and say, "Come at me, you ugly beast!"
If you want him to come at you, give me an intimidation check.
Oh, you didn't even have to ask for it. That's sweet.
Oh, he's coming at you.
Come at me!
Alright. Vanguard, you are surprised. Olo, you see this frog-like creature just suddenly appear above the water, and at first it had death gazes upon you, but after you see a slash, another slash, and then an explosive tail hit from his bladed spear, which exploded with radiant energy, you see the gaze and the tentacles and the tongue all seemingly point towards your pal Corridon. What would you like to do on your turn, Olo?
Question: what's the weather like?
I think I've already rolled weather. So let me double check. Oh, right, I remember now. I should write it down because it'll just get lost in all the combat. It was sunny today.
Damn. He is in a giant pool of water.
Correct.
And I am standing on a non-conductive surface. So
Plausible.
I'm going to climb up on the top of the little screaming frog face, and I'm going to summon lightning directly on top of that guy's.
So is this call lightning?
Yes.
Go right ahead. I believe I make a dex save, is it? Or con?
Yes, dex save.
Dex. Alright. Come on, Froghemoth. Yeah.
Damn.
But as the lightning strikes it, you see all of a sudden its tentacles were going like, and now it's like, and its movements seem a bit jolty, and it seems like that lightning has had adverse effect against it.
It's got a twitch now.
Yep.
Like it seems like particularly susceptible to the lightning.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Like maybe
And does it standing in a giant pool of water make that do quadruple damage?
No.
It's a good try.
Worth
Though.
a shot.
Yeah, valid. All right. It is now the Froghemoth's turn. 1 second, sorry.
I know I was surprised I wasn't able to act, but I think Ilion next to me can start feeling static electricity build up as some power begins to generate next to him.
Nice. And I picked Froghemoth as my favorite enemy, just randomly. So,
And we all dipped into one level of Warlock, so he has all kinds of hexes on him for some reason.
All right. So on his turn, okay. So it is going to whip out. You got a crit on him. After that lightning attack, he was probably going to attack Olo, but you did get a crit on that. On that intimidation before. So you'll see him move 5 feet towards you, and he will attempt a bite attack on you. Crit fail. He eats cement. Or whatever, that he eats dirt or whatever's on the edge there. Practically curb stomps himself as he tries to bite you, but I assume that Chad reared back just in time for you to just completely get missed, and he bites Earth.
Look at him, Chad! He's a crummy monster!
And you feel like this creature should be a bit more dangerous, but that is the end of his turn. Boone, you didn't get a good good perception, did you? Nope, you did not. All right, top of the turn order, Elian, you may act.
all right, I'm going to take a shot at it with my bow, because that's what we're going to do.
Go right ahead.
Oh, ouch. Neither shot looks good.
Double misses.
It's the magnetic pole on your arrows next
There
to
you
you.
go.
You notice they weave to the right for some reason. Something is building next to you.
And on that last attack that you did, you feel like, your fingers feel a bit numb after that. You feel like maybe your next attack might have disadvantage. We'll see if I remember. Elian, anything else in your turn?
No, we're going to stay away from the frog creature, because getting it close to it just doesn't seem like a really good idea.
Don't want to sing chicken?
I never mentioned... Chicken's afraid of the water. So, no, chicken stayed back.
Corridon, you're up.
Ah! He lets a big old scream and then gets at him again.
The second two strike true.
Another 10 points of damage.
Significantly less than last turn, but you didn't get any crits or smites. Anything else?
And, is he close enough for Chad to take a swipe at him with his majestic Elky rack?
Elky rack, that doesn't
That
sound
just
right.
sounds wrong in so many
It's a
ways.
terrifying phrase.
Don't ever use that again.
Elky rack away.
Silky Elky rack.
Chad's pissed.
That hits for 7 damage.
I'll have to roll the damage separately because my attack doesn't give me damage.
Oh, I
You
already
did it.
pressed it, yeah. Because I remember you last time that didn't work. Is that your turn done?
Yeah, after Chad kind of hits him with the rack. He kind of rears back, and we continue to taunt this frog He-Man.
No worries. Vanguard, you are up.
Yeah, so I'm just going to let loose with some lightning energy. I think Olo had the right idea. So I'm just going to cast. I have plenty of spell slots. I'm good. So it should be dexterity saving throw.
Which he has disadvantage at now.
Oh, snap.
Oh, wait, no. Nope, he doesn't. Not yet. But he will after this. Doesn't matter, he fails. Full damage.
And I'm going to power surge it, which sounds way better than it actually is. Using my 1 built up surge, which will add 3 more points of damage to that.
So 29.
Your lightning bolt is a lot scarier than my lightning bolt. I dig it.
And again, on the just like with the core lightning, you see his movement get all rigid and jerky, but you do see that the burn marks from the lightning bolt, from the lightning bolt, doesn't seem. Maybe he's a bit more resistant to the actual damage, but the effect that it is having on him overall is quite visible. So, anything else, Vanguard?
And no, I'm going to stay where I'm at, next to Elon here, and then hang out. I'm good.
No worries. Olo, you're up.
I am going to continue the call lightning. So he needs to make another dex save.
This one will be at disadvantage. Doesn't need to be.
Excellent. So that is a mere 10 points.
Anything else?
I'm checking the range on something real quick.
No worries.
I like being perched up here, but I am a melee character. So I'm going to spend my movement action to get down to just behind that first fallen boulder.
Sure. It is difficult terrain moving in the water, but you have more than enough movement to get to there.
Yeah, I'm basically trying to wade through and keep that between me and it until next round.
No worries. It is Orvex. Orvex says, it seems to be the physical representation of Kubazan. And he will shoot a hand crossbow at him.
I don't know what the words you said meant, but sure, sounds plausible.
Yep. I'm sure it'll be explained later. And he gets sneak attack with that, which is 2d6.
He kills it.
Alright. And he is going to step back over here and move over there with the cunning action. It is now the Froghemoth's turn. He will try again at what he has already failed to do. And he's going to try to bite the rider from this elk. But I believe a 15 misses.
Right.
So what is your... Are you 19 with a shield? So you're 17 without.
I'm 19 with a shield, so I'm 17 without.
Yeah.
So
no
as
worries.
he tries to take a bite at me, Chad kind of turns to his side, and I just push away with my foot to kind of get us out of the way.
No worries.
Chad's doing the work here.
It's all Chad. Boone, you're up.
Boone is just watching, interested in the whole thing, but he's going to spend a second to insult that frog. Say, you're just spare parts, bud.
Your Vicious Mockery is 2d4, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah, once you get to level 5, it boosts up.
Ooh, it did not advance. All right, cool.
Wisdom saving throw. It fails. So if you want to roll an extra d4, I'll add that. 5 damage. What do you say to it?
I tell him he's just spare parts.
Yeah, fair enough.
Give him a Letterkenny insult.
Anything else on your turn?
No. However, just in case that thing does bite somebody, like the picture, I'm going to hold, just so you know, my cutting words as a debuff in case it bites.
Yep, I am very familiar. No worries at all. Mushroom's going to move around, but he can't quite get to a spot which allows him to not have disadvantage on this. And he's going to throw one of his hand axes. And misses poorly as it goes whoop and goes in the water. It's like, ah, gonna be a bitch getting that one back. And
Is that Pelennor the mushroom? He's channeling him.
Elian, you're up.
Alright, when you miss with your bow the first time, you might as well try it again.
Alright, because of his... Actually, no, you do miss with the first attack, but you do strike true with the second. 10 damage.
And following through with last action, we really don't see the reason to get too close to this thing, so Chicken and I are going to hang out here.
Fair
Vanguard
enough.
seems to be keeping us extra warm with a crispy energy, so we're good.
Corridon, you're up.
Get him, Chad!
Chad hits. Jesus.
So, as the first stab comes in, starting at his gauntleted fist, a crackle of energy runs down him in radiant as I'm going to smite. So that'd be 9. So 49 points of damage.
Jesus.
Jesus, dude.
Sure you didn't want to smite on the second one?
I was gonna smite on it, but I actually thought that there's a lightning thing going on that might work.
And it is only like 11 something in the morning, so you have no idea how much more combat you have left, so be wary of those spell slots. Vanguard, you're up.
That is the phrase of a DM whose monster got nerfed by something and is going to drop a giant counter on us.
What? Don't know what you're talking about. You're crazy.
I will smash my staff to the ground. The 1 pound steel balls will fall out from the top, and they hit the ground with like a little thump. And then I will cast Catapult as one of them flings at high speed towards the creature.
Do I make a save on that one?
It's going to make a dexterity save. Yep. Gonna run it here.
Hits.
All right, so 3d8 it is.
Damn.
Ooh, almost as much as my lightning bolt.
For a level 1 spell, good dice roll.
Yeah, that's a good roll. 21 bludgeoning damage.
Anything else?
No. Good.
Alright, so Olo, you're up. What's up, Olo? How you doing?
Okay, I'm really digging how this guy seems to be reacting to lightning. So I'm going to maintain that spell again.
16 passes, I think.
Yeah, so it'll take half damage. So, God, God. Okay.
Didn't seem to take that much damage from that attack. But he is a bit jerky again. Oh, he's always been jerky.
I'm going to move into just the edge of my range, and I'm going to hit him with my Hail of Spores for some extra necrotic.
Go for it.
For 2 points of damage.
Alright, Orvex is going to run back around again and attempt another attack with his hand crossbow. Misses with an 11 and goes back and hides again. Froghemoth is up. He was probably going to attack Olo this turn, but damn, that smite damage. He's going for that bite. 24. You doing anything, Boone?
He's at disadvantage. Or he would be if...
Oh, yes, correct. Yeah, he took...
Because, my god, that damage would be brutal.
He's not going to do any damage.
Says the smiting paladin.
Boone, you're up.
Why was he at disadvantage?
The Vicious Mockery definitely stopped him.
Cheating
Best
bards.
heal is a preemptive
Yeah,
debuff.
cheating bards, right.
Cheater. So, Cheating Bard, you're up.
Boone will just raise his hand up and then bring it down quickly and cast Sacred Flame.
Done. Dex save. Fails. 6 damage. Anything else?
Nope. But again, holding my
No worries.
bonus action.
Mushy's running over here and pulls out a second hand axe. He's like, kisses it and said, "This one will strike true." And he throws it, and it crits.
Hooray!
13 damage as you see it land right between 2 eye stalks. He's like, "Yeah, that's how you hit it." It is not looking long for this world. Elian, you are up.
Alright, so Elian with his left foot gives a swift kick to Chicken and sends him 5 feet ahead. Chicken finishes up his move and attacks. And he'll do both a bite and a claw attack. He should be at advantage because he's within 5 feet.
Yep. The claw misses.
Did that go through? I clicked the
Yeah, the damage went through.
Alright, it's showing up slow on my side, so.
No worries.
Alright, and then Elian will take a shot with his bow.
16 hits for 6 damage. And is that your turn done?
It doesn't seem to be showing. Is that incorporating the +4 into it automatically, so it was only a 2?
Yeah, you rolled a 2 plus 4.
Alright, I wasn't seeing. I just see the 6 show up, so that's what I was curious. Thanks.
No worries.
I think you can hold your mouse over it. It should show you the calculation.
It is now. It was when I first put it over. It was just giving me a question mark. You have to kind of hit it just right to get it to show.
It doesn't want to prove itself to you. Corridin,
Yeah.
you're up. Oh, unless, was there anything else, Elian?
Nope. Other than a sly look from Chicken back at Elian for kicking him.
Yep, the ram hits for only 6 damage. 6. And all of your attacks miss. You had 2 bladed spears and 1 butt spike, which was a crit fail.
Ooh. Kind of off balance. If it weren't for Chad kind of pushing me back with his Elky rack, I'd have been screwed.
It's funny that you say that.
Silky Elky rack.
Could you make a animal handling check, please?
That's what you get for bringing up your silky elky rack.
No, you're fine. You hold on. It's all good.
Chad lovingly uses his silky Elky rack to
small-
cuddle you and hold you against him.
A small part of me was going to have you go, But
I totally that should have.
all right,
And by
Vanguard,
small
you're
part,
up.
you mean like 80%?
Yeah.
I suppose I'm gonna create a bonfire on his head.
Nice.
His 5-foot square somewhere. So in the center of his big head. Although it says on the ground, so maybe. So what I'll do is I'll put it right here on the shoreline, then maybe like this square here. Would that work? Yeah,
Yep.
like that.
I'll allow it.
It's magical fire, right?
Dex save.
And,
It fails, so it takes 1d8. And it seems resistant to this too. Olo, how you doing? Oh, sorry. Was there anything else, Vanguard?
no, but it does remain in its
It does.
concentration for a minute.
So it's looked like the lightning damage hasn't really been doing much to it, but it's affecting it somehow. Like it isn't hurting it, but it's being affected by the electricity.
It seems like it isn't doing a terrible amount of damage. Well, it is doing terrible damage, but every time you see it get electrocuted, you see its fluid tentacles start to move a bit jolty, and yeah, it seems to have an effect on its general performance.
Okay. And how's it looking, like, physically?
Not good.
Okay. I am going to play it safe and call down lightning one more time, just because I don't like the idea of those tentacles doing more things.
Fails to save.
That is 18 points of lightning damage.
Anything else?
Yeah, 3 points of necrotic from the Hail of Spores.
Alright, Orvex is up. He's going to run around. He's going to try and shoot his hand crossbow. Misses appallingly. And I cannot believe it. The Froghemoth gets one more turn. Alright. He's going for a bite attack. He's going for you, Olo.
That's fair. That's fair.
I believe in 18. No, it doesn't. You got a shield.
Does not. I catch it on my shield.
You do. Boone, how you feeling? What you up to?
Boone's gonna drop another vicious mockery.
He's gonna
That's
hurt his
safe.
feelings for the win.
So, how do you psychically destroy this Froghemoth?
Vicious Mockery kills are the best kills.
What? How do you viciously mock him to the grave?
He's gonna jump up and down and say, "We're eating frog legs tonight, boys," and then drop that giant spell on him.
And you
And
see
the frog realizes he's gonna die.
And you see
heart
the three
stops.
eyes look towards you as you say that, and pop, pop, pop. The three of them pop from the psychic energy as he falls down into the water. You guys got so much experience from that thing, and it did nothing to you.
I feel like that thing should have been way scarier than it was.
Well, okay, so
Oh, that's what I kept missing.
as a out of game perspective, he could have made 2 tentacle attacks and 1 bite attack on that turn, which would have been quite devastating. And then if someone was bitten, he could have then swallowed them for fun, and then you would have been in trouble. But no, I had to miss every single attack. Someone had to give me disadvantage. Someone had to make it so I couldn't do more than 1 attack per turn.
Sorry.
Is that what the lightning did?
Yes, that's exactly what it did. It effectively had the same effect as the slow spell. Speed halved, -2 to AC,
I didn't even
disadvantage
know
on
that.
dex saving throws, and can't use reactions or multi-attack.
Jesus.
So-
I'm really glad I hit it with lightning.
Yeah. And its turn was
Because
just
that could have been really, really bad.
So, now that we're out of combat, what would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna keep my
Pick up frog
campfire
legs.
on it. It's already cooking. The bonfire's still going.
Oh, it's cooking away.
I'm going to get that key out of the statue's mouth, and then I'm going to harvest some high-quality froghemoth meat.
Alright.
Corden is going to sit astride the mighty Chad and just take all this in.
Do you know what's extra annoying? If I just targeted Corridon again, I would have hit on the bite. Alright.
You totally would have.
So, if you're trying to harvest some meat from this grotesque being, could I get a survival check, please, Olo?
Could he have targeted Chad?
He could have targeted Chad, but he can't eat Chad. Chad's too big to eat.
That is a 16 on the survival, sir.
16, no worries. Roll me a d8. Two. I will say that... What's your wisdom modifier?
+5. No.
Alright,
+4.
you will get 6 pounds of fresh froghemoth meat.
Excellent.
So, if you guys want to eat froghemoth meat, you can save on rations today.
That's happening.
Fair enough.
Oh, yeah, we're frying up some frog legs tonight.
Saboon, are you checking out that door?
If Orbex went up there, I'll go up there with him.
Yeah, he's looking at it, and he points out where it says, Kubazan urges us to tread without fear and to give back as much as we take. Looking at the door, it's very easy to see that it has a massive stone lock on it.
Does the key from the statue appear to match that lock?
You know what? I think it does.
I am going to offer it to Boone and then take several large steps backwards.
I will take that key in both hands and stick it in the lock.
As you
Unlock
stick it in the lock, Olo falls backwards into the water as he took large steps backwards.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Psh, nah, it's all good. Alright, so you open the door. Now I've got that Titanic song stuck in my head.
Are those all eggs that open up while when we walk in, like Alien?
Yeah, xenomorphs are about to pop out. No, what you
Sweet.
see is
Fireball.
steps descend to a ledge overlooking a pit of sharpened stakes. An alcove on the far wall holds a pedestal with a stone cube resting on it. A relief carved into the back of the alcove shows a monstrous frog with tentacles fighting a crane. Wooden beams radiate from the wall at floor height, with 4 gaps between them. Carved frog heads extrude from the walls above the beams. So to reiterate, there's spikes all over the floor. There seems to be wooden beams going around the exterior of this pitted room, and all the wooden planks seem to come out of frog heads. And across the way, you see a cube of some variety.
That cube is the key.
The puzzle cubes are the key. Referencing my notes.
From the water.
Sometimes
It's the
the light is shining on me.
And upon seeing the what's it called, the relief on the back wall, Orvex will say, it speaks of the legend of the 9 gods. You see, at one point there was this god named Papazotl who took the form of an Eblis. It's like this long-necked swan-like creature, and the Eblis was wanting to play tricks on the Odomuans or something like that, and it tried to use Kubazan, the froghemoth, to do something, and the froghemoth got stronger from it and plagued Papazotl, and now Kubazan and Papazotl hate each other or something like that. I'll have to check my notes later to find out the whole story.
Does it look like this, like, cube is just resting on top of this?
It does.
Is it too big to lift with Mage Hand?
Damn.
Just checking 1 second. I'm going to say yes. Or at least when you try to, if anyone tries to grab it with Mage Hand, it fails.
I'm gonna ride Chad right behind Orvix here. Oh, there's no room for Chad.
There is not.
I'll take a step in.
Alright, go ahead. Now, looking at it, it seems like what it wants you to do is go around the edge. That's plainly obvious with the planks.
Is that an existing floor, does it look like? Are they all even, or is it just some kind of crazy trap that got...
It's a floor that is X amount deep. It looks like the floor looks 30 feet deep with all the spikes coming up from it, and all around the edges are planks which look like you could stand on.
Does it look like the spikes have been activated, or if they're just kind of present?
They just seem to be there.
Okay. Alright, so obviously we have to leave something where that cube is, or something bad happens. So, is it something the same weight, or something as valuable? Like a different, like, religious artifact or something?
We've got a small leather pouch filled with sand. We can quickly trade the two out. It'll be great.
I see no problems with this plan. But if we're dealing with a divine tomb, are we dealing with a metaphysical equalness or an actual, like, physical equalness?
I don't know, I just think one of you should have brought a whip with you.
I've got a
Or
fishing
even a
net. Is that
thorn
close
whip.
enough? You know, everyone take a step back. I'm a thorn whip this motherfucker.
You going for it?
If I die horribly, I'm sorry.
I brought an unseen
I'll try and
servant.
thorn whip it.
Yep, you try and thorn whip it, and it wraps around cleanly, but it doesn't seem to want to move.
But I look at Cord and I'm like, well, that was a dumb idea.
You're right.
Is the space on the floor, the stakes, is there enough space to walk between them?
No, it looks like if you... it looks like that on the picture, but if you fell down, it looks like you could be hit by quite a few spikes.
Well, someone's going to have to make the walk around. Some brave soul.
Orvex steps to the side.
I have a dexterity of 8 and I weigh 400 pounds. I vote not me.
Gordon looks at Boone.
Vanguard.
You're pretty sneaky.
You casting Unseen Servant, Lucian?
It can just do stuff. As a ritual, so it doesn't cost me anything to try it. So if these guys don't do anything for 10 minutes by the end of that, then I will have a ritual done and I will send my unseen servant.
Are you guys going to hang out for 10 minutes?
I can wait for time.
Yeah,
Gordon's going to try to talk Boone into doing it.
Up.
Well, how does that go about, trying to talk Boone into doing it?
Come on, Boone. You move real good.
Chad cradles him in his silky horns and throws him across the room.
Boone, you're the best Dex in the group.
All right, he'll. I'll wait for the spell to go off that Vanguard's casting, and then I'll.
I mean, to be fair,
Work.
Logan, I have a 14, so
I'll go for it. I've actually got a better dex, I think.
I've got some acrobatics training. I will admit too.
I do not have acrobatics training. Still got a fairly good roll in it, but I'll go for it. So I'm going around the edge. Chicken, being the wise soul he is, decides to stay back with the rest of the party.
No worries. So this is while Lucian is casting? While
Sure.
Vanguard's casting? Alright.
And you said it looks like I should go left or right.
Either seems fine.
Like, can I tell?
Both look
I'll try a perception roll to see if I can tell which way looks like it might be the easiest for me to get around.
both look equally dangerous.
As you go up there, I'm gonna patch on the shoulder and say, "You got this," and give you some bardic.
Thank you. Alright, I'm going, when in doubt, go right.
Go for it. So you can step down one. Alright. So as you step to there, I would like you to make an acrobatics check, please. Alright. You may take another step. Acrobatics check, please.
I'm gonna cast.
Will the Bardic Inspiration flip me over to the advantage on that one?
You
Or
can,
how badly do I think I'm falling?
you can choose whether or not to roll the bardic dice. You don't know if you passed or failed.
That's a die 8.
I'm going to add it. Might as well.
Go for it. And it's almost like you hear something in your mind telling you, wait, don't step there! And you land cleanly on the pieces of wood here. And as you step onto this square, the planks from this square go into the frog mouth.
Great. So getting back's going to be fun.
Yep.
Alright, we're going to take another one.
Keep going.
Sure, it's not like I can go back.
Lucian, how heavy of an object can you catapult?
Yep. And you safely make it there, and the previous ones go in as well.
Up to 10 pounds.
Cool.
Next acrobatics check. You succeed. Next one. It's like it's playing the game of odds, just waiting for you to roll the inevitable low one. And
Well,
next
yeah,
one.
if you got to roll every 5 feet.
Yep. Yep, and then you safely make it to the central area. Alright. You are there. You see the stone puzzle cube. It looks like this. Seems to have an etching of the froghemoth on it.
Hey, can anyone go out there and shrink that frog behemoth and toss it to me? Alright, so I explain back. I look at Boone and I say, Boone, there's a small... About how big across is this? Is it a foot?
Oh, the cube?
Yeah.
That is an excellent question. I would say it's a bit smaller than that. I would say probably about half a foot, about 6 inches.
Alright, Boone, there's a 6-inch high profile of behemoth in the middle of this thing. And does it look like this is attached, or is it something that could be moved up and off?
It is on a pedestal. As you can see it, it looks like you could just grab it, but...
Alright.
That'll
And my only way
surely
back
spring the
now
trap.
is going to be to go around the other side of the room, right?
Seems like it.
And how far of a fall is this?
30 feet.
So from here, and I've got rope, if I Is there a place I can tie it off here and shoot back with my bow to get it back across?
You could plausibly wrap it around the pedestal.
I feel like you shouldn't be in that room when it gets pulled off.
So could I attach... So could I do two... Well, I don't have enough rope for this. I was going to say, if anyone's got some cord, I could tie one of the cords around this thing. I can throw the rope back to Boone, so I can crawl back across on the rope versus trying these things, and then we can pull the cube back.
I can throw a rope to you, and then I've got some climbing crampons, those things that you nail into a wall.
Pythons.
Pythons, thank you.
Okay.
I'll throw you a couple, and you could maybe mount those to the opposite wall.
Yeah. And I've actually got a climbing kit on me, so I can do that from here myself.
Yeah,
but
so
if you've got an extra rope...
Yep. Yeah, you can climb back on the rope, and then we could try and tug it out without anyone being in the room.
It'll drop down into the spikes, though, and we won't be able to pull it any further.
Depends on
Got
how
it.
hard we pull it.
Well, then the other option...
Could Lucian maybe catapult it to us?
We could try that. Or if you were able to put pitons in the other wall, you could always do a little bit of rope work, tie the cube to the rope, and then slide it across on a rope versus tugging it across on the floor. Because I think it'll get caught in the stakes if we drag it across.
Yeah,
So kind of basically make a...
inside there when it goes off.
Make a gondola.
All right. I'm going to try Logan's approach. So first I'm going to put some pitons in the wall, attach one of the ropes, throw it across to Boone, and have him attach that on the other side. This is going to be my escape route.
So how are you putting the pitons in the wall? Do you have a hammer?
I've got a climbing kit, and so I'm going to assume that comes with a hammer to attach them.
Fair enough.
I don't know what's in a climber's kit.
I would say that it would most likely have something of that variety.
Climber's kit includes pythons, boot tips, gloves, and a harness. You can use a climber's kit as an action to anchor yourself when you do. You can't fall more than 25 feet from the point where you've anchored yourself. So it doesn't mention a hammer.
It says special pitons, though, or pythons.
And the room's 25 feet across, so it should allow me to do that. So, all right, so we'll attach those pieces so that I can use it as the escape. I'm actually... So, do I think I can make some sort of a... Or do I just grab this thing and shoot across?
My concern is if you're in the room when whatever gets activated.
Yep.
Exactly.
Who says anything that's going to get activated?
If there's an explosion when he moves
Indiana
it...
Jones.
So, do I have, like, light cord? Because I'm thinking if we do something light, then I can make... Trying to figure out a way to get enough string to bring it back. Does anyone have string? We need about 30 feet of string.
So
no, we need 5, 10.
So what's the intention of this
hemp
rope?
rope.
So what I'm going to do is actually, like Boone said, I'm going to make a small... I'm going to try to attach a small piece of string around this piece, right?
Around
I'll
what?
attach around the puzzle cube,
Yep.
around the sides. I'll make a cradle, so I'll take it up and over the rope and attach it, kind of like a loose... So...
Can't hear you anymore. Yeah, not being able to hear you and seeing you do those actions don't really work that well. Alright, well, yeah, if you're wanting to try to do something like that, I'd say give it a shot. I would say that with the climber's kit, you've successfully anchored yourself.
I mean, the other option is I just grab this thing and shoot off the wall as fast as I can and hope whatever's going to go just comes behind me, so...
That's what I say you do.
Well,
All right, that's what we're doing. So I'm going to get as close to it as I
Do you
can.
have anything you can leave there? You can do like the Indiana Jones like swap with it.
I'm going to just grab it and shoot myself backwards across the room.
Yes!
Okay, before you do, I'm going to take out my fishing
feet right
net.
on it.
I'm going to take out my
feet on the
fishing
fish
net.
pedestal and pushing off. We're gone.
I want to prepare an action to catch him with the fishing net.
Okay.
If he starts falling into the
So you
spike
say
pit.
that you've anchored the rope to that side, right?
The rope's anchored on the far side of the wall.
And then
And I'm standing right next to the pedestal. I put my feet on the bottom of the pedestal. I get ready to grab the cube and push off so that I'm shooting backwards along the rope.
Okay, but the rope's not attached anywhere else, so you'll go out and then.
No, I threw the other. I had thrown the rope across to Boone. Tie off on that side.
Oh,
so basically,
then I
I've got a rope
tie it
affixed
up.
on my side and on his.
Okay, I didn't hear that part. No worries. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Just do a general athletics check to see how well you can throw it. Yeah, you throw it fine, and Boone catches it. You gonna try and tie it off, Boone?
Yep.
All right. So, give it a go. You going for it?
Hell yeah!
You pull the trigger. All right. As you do, gas begins to fill the shrine. Can I get a Constitution saving throw, please? Alright, you seem to resist the gas as you try and make it across the rope. Alright, could I get an athletics check, please, to see how far you get across on this turn? 15. Alright, I need another con saving throw, please.
I'm going to cast Bless on him.
How many times do I have to roll in this one?
Oh, you are casting Bless?
I'm casting Bless on him, Boone, and myself.
Alright, actually, yeah, you two are there. You also needed to make that first con save. And that second con save, Elian, you get a D4 added to that.
Olo has a +4 to his saves because he's 10 foot from me.
Yeah, so does Boone.
Cool. So I need that. That's a 12.
So that other con was a 15 then.
Yep. And, so that was a +4 on that, so that's an 11. Boone, could I get a con save from you, please? Yep. Okay, and then I need one more con save from Olo and Boone, and you get to add a D4 to it. On this one.
Do they get my bonus as well?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, okay, yep. You guys, only Olo fails on the first one. And you guys get out, and you see the room continue to fill with poison, but I assume you guys GTFO. But before you leave, /R...
Do I have the mad monkey?
3, nah, unfortunately, no. I would have preferred that. Instead, it's just 14 points of poison damage. I hurt you!
Very well.
Yay! Finally did damage.
I took 3 points of damage thanks to those temporary hit points. Thank you, Logan.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
You are welcome.
Alright, so you successfully get out, and you have the puzzle cube in hand. And
Would have been scary if those doors shut on you.
yeah, would have been hilarious. Now, Lucian's actually making me double check. Do the doors shut? Because that'd be awesome.
If you kill us, Lucian, I'm going to be really mad.
With my last action, I drop all my spell slots on Lucian.
Chicken burrows himself up your butt.
Wow, Lucian was correct. The door did close behind you. We have to recap. Thanks for that,
So
Lucian.
since I was under the
You're
door...
that kid in the class who reminds the teacher that there was going to be an exam that day?
The only reason I mention it is because it's the way to defeat the I'm just going to grab it and try to thorn whip it, or I'm going to try to mage hand.
I guess missed that one bit reading it.
That's what stops that whole thing from happening.
So since I am under the falling door, can I attempt to hold the door open long enough for everyone else to get out?
Roll me an initiative check.
Oh good, my -1.
No, you didn't get to react in time. Alright, so Elian gets across, and those 2 turns passed as they did. On the second turn, so Olo, you cast Bless on the first turn. Elian got across nearly all the way, and Boone was holding the rope. On the second turn, Elian got all the way across, and Olo and Boone, you would have been able to do an action on that turn.
Is this
now the question would be: is the key in the hole on the outside that opened the door originally? Where's the key at?
Where's the original key?
Right.
I honestly don't know what happens with the key. Look at
Yeah, that's not much of a trap if half the party is still outside and just turns the lock again.
You think that, but my original party was all inside.
Yeah, we were smart and not everyone didn't go in.
How do you all get inside?
Because everybody wanted to look at the spike trap and try to figure the puzzle out, and we were all inside when it happened.
Of course, everybody else has one.
And yeah, we didn't have a moose that made us stay outside.
I was going to say, I want to stay on my elk.
Yeah, I would say that the Boone was the one who opened the door in the first place, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't see anything here not letting you do that, because you can. It says checks to pick the lock from this side are at disadvantage in the poison gas, but if you've got the key, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to give you guys definitely a free pass in this one, because not only did I screw up, but I think you guys have the key, and you would have opened the door and got out. Alright, we will take a little 10-minute break, and I will try to read things better in the future, and I'll see you guys in 10 minutes.
I liked it.
See you in a bit, guys.
All right.